following is a presentation of the National Sim Racing League of America. Enjoy the race. Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 9 in season number 4, the 2018 CSX IndyLights series from the Kentucky Speedway for the Kentucky 30K. This one always one of the crazier races of the season here in the IndyLights, and we're bound to have another fantastic race here in this series. And it's been a while since this series has run. The last winner, I can't even remember who the last winner was. I think it was Landon Lyons who won at Pikes Peak, and I'm pretty sure that I'm right about that. Yeah, it was Landon Lyons. And he's in this race along with 16 other drivers. Got a lineup in the points standings. Mitchell Henderson, the points leader, 145 points towards the championship. Daniel McMillan is only 4 points behind. Ryan Gondillo is 6 points behind. Landon Lyons is 14 points behind. And Jonathan Wong is 23 points behind. Coming into this event, Nicholas Wade is on the pole. The number 30 is alongside him. That's Steve Morgan, who won the first race of the season. The number 13 of Ying Canario is alongside the 67 machine of Derek Hamill. 34, Ryan Gondillo will start alongside Landon Lyons in row number 3. Martin Keelamashapuk is in, and the 47 of Diego Yepes. Then the 25 of Juan Garcia, and the 35 of Daniel McMillan. Top 10 starting positions here from the Kentucky Speedway. Now it's the big Kentucky weekend here for the NRLOA. And interestingly enough, all the IndyCar races are going to be held at this version of the racetrack, the 2013 version, while the Cup race is going to be held in the 2010 version. So we're actually going to have 2 different Kentucky racetracks going on throughout this weekend. When you guys see qualifying for the Chick-fil-A Cup series a little later on, you'll notice that the track looks a lot different. So, here we go for this 13-lap event at Kentucky. Nicholas Wade and the 30 machine of Steve Morgan on the front row. We're ready to get this one started. It's going to be a fast race. They're going to be passing like crazy around this flat 1.5-mile racetrack in Sparta, Kentucky. This is Sparta. Let's get going in the IndyLights series. Nicholas Wade with the jump, but barely. Canario's going to try on the inside, entering turn 1. Wade's going to stay out front in the 81 on lap 1, but here he comes. Canario to the inside with Gondillo. And the number 84 of Martin K to his inside. They're all going to get around Nicholas Wade. That outside lane does not get a good push. Entering turn number 3, Gondillo to the inside of Ying Canario. And at the stripe, Gondillo's going to lead lap 1 in the Kentucky 30K. 3 wide for second. It's Juan Garcia. Now the 8 of Mike Annette moving his way up. Our points leader, Mitchell Henderson, is here. This is going to be a very common theme for the IndyCars here today. The IndyLights series, going to have a lot of passing. The IndyCar series later on is going to have a lot of passing. Really like this track. Really like the flat Kentucky version. The newer one's just not as good. It's blah. But this place, this original flat, is very, very good for the IndyCars, and I love it when they come here. Always a great one. Here comes the 21 machine of Brad Stover to the inside of Mitchell Henderson, who has taken the lead away from Ryan Gondillo. Jonathan Wong with a great chance of moving his way through the points. It's 30 points for the win. Nicholas Wade got the bonus point for the pole. And I believe it's 25 for second, 22 for third. So a lot of points at stake for a podium finish here at Kentucky if you get one. And if one of those top 5 in points gets the podium finish, I think they're going to have a great chance at this championship. We're only going to have 2 races left on the schedule after this one. Watkins Glen and California. And both of those places are great. Great oval at the Auto Club Speedway. Very similar racing to this. And of course the Watkins Glen International, the best road course we go to all season in the IndyCar series. We got some 4 wide back in here. Gondillo right in the middle of Stover, Eli Bright, and the number 30 of Steve Morgan. And we got ourselves 17 cars in the field, and they are all separated by almost just half a second. That is quite impressive here at the Kentucky Speedway. But the thing about this race, it's going to keep on going on like this until the finish. That's why we only have 13 laps. Now, when we get the Indy cars here, there will be pit stops, so it'll be a little more strategic in the race later tonight over on NAPAFan. But this one, just a dash race to award some points towards the championship before we head to Watkins Glen and Auto Club. Both of those races are going to be significantly longer than this one, time-wise. And it's going to be very interesting to see who gets this championship, because it's going to be a very tight championship. This series has always been known to have very tight championship battles, and it's shaping up to be another great one here in the CSX IndyLights series. This is most likely, and I know this wasn't even supposed to happen this year, but this is most likely going to be the final season of the CSX IndyLights series. It is planned that in 2019, I should say, we'll only be running the Chick-fil-A Cup Series and the Haas IndyCar Series throughout the summer. However, this series might come back depending on the amount of drivers who want to participate. We'll just have to see how it all goes down. This one's kind of up in the air. It could return, it might not. I will guarantee, however, that the Turkey Hill Series will not be returning for 2019. That series will officially be retired, hence why Turkey Hill is becoming the sponsor of the Truck Series. But enough of the news. Nicholas Wade, in 8 laps, went from the front to the back to the front. So you can go a full cycle in 8 laps here at Kentucky. Of course, we only got 17 cars in this field. We'll have 25 tomorrow for the, or for later tonight, I should say, for the Haas IndyCar Series race. But this gives you an idea of how much they're passing right now, and it's a crapshoot to the end for all these drivers. Like I said, a sprint race. It's going to come down to these final few laps. Number 13 of Ian Canario to the inside of Juan Garcia. Steve Morgan on the inside. They kind of hit that apron a little bit through the tri-oval. Very unique what they do there. But, I mean, if you're on the inside now, I think you're too early, no matter where you are on the inside. It's 3.5 laps to go in the Kentucky 30K in the CSX IndyLights Series. Gondola to the inside. He won in Richmond earlier this season. I believe the only 2-time winner we have had this season is Mitchell Henderson. I believe. I could be wrong about that, but we've only had 8 races so far. Henderson won Lime Rock and at place before Lime Rock. I forget where that was. That was the second race of the season. Yeah, I don't remember what the second race. That was Phoenix. So he won at Phoenix and Lime Rock earlier on in the season, and he still finds himself in the points lead. He's right now on the outside, coming to 2 laps to go, so I don't know how good of a finish he'll get in this race. Brad Stover, he is going to lead that one, looking for his 4th career NAPAFan win. Got his first in ARCA last year. Twice he's won in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series this year. And here he comes, possibly looking to get this win. They're 3 wide behind him. Here comes Landon Lyons in the number 7. Martin Keelamash-Quick is in, the all-time winningest driver in this series. I think he's gotten 5 career wins, maybe? Maybe not. I think it might be 4, but he's looking for number 5 here tonight. And all of his NAPAFan wins have come in this series as well. This is the only series he's ever run in as a 2-time champion. Here comes the 25 machine of Juan Garcia, the number 30 machine. They're going to get to the inside here on this final lap, and Stover has got it because they keep on passing for second, and only unless Steve Morgan or number 13 of Ian Canario find a way to the inside, it is Stover who's going to get the win, and he will get it. Brad Stover wins the Kentucky 30K in the CSX IndyLights Series. He got it ahead, held everybody off near the end. How about that win for Brad Stover here at the Kentucky Speedway? And not many of those guys who were up there in the points. Jonathan Wong, of all the guys in the top 5, he's the only guy that finished top 5 in this race. So we'll have to see how the points shake out after this one. But about that win for Brad Stover, the number 21 victory at Kentucky. He led the final 3 laps of the race, and of all the passing we saw early on, I'm kind of surprised that he did that. But that actually happens very frequently in this race, where we have so much passing early on, and then near the end, somebody leads the last few laps. That's exactly what happened with the number 13 of Brad Stover to come home with the victory. The official standings, everybody finished within 0.65 seconds of each other in this event here tonight. Quite an impressive feat by the 17 CSX IndyLights Series drivers. And of course, later tonight, we got the Haas IndyCar Series from Kentucky with the Kentucky 80K. That's going to be a doozy. We'll have pit stops in that one, and we'll probably have a couple wrecks and some slow cars, and every year, seems like, I think it's Davey Johnson who gets held up by somebody. I think he actually won it last year. Yeah, it's always a crazy race at the Kentucky Speedway, so definitely stick around and see what happens for that one over on Napa Fan later tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Chick-fil-A Cup Series qualifying coming in an hour. And that's the full slate for today, and tomorrow it's at 6 p.m. Eastern Time over on Napa Fan. It is the Tire Rack 400 at the Kentucky Speedway, race 3 of the Chase, race 23 of the season. Thank you guys very much for watching. Here are the points for the CSX IndyLights Series. Congratulations to Brad Stover, and I will see you guys later.